Thank you very much for being with me today on this beautiful Arizona day. I would like to thank you, Governor Napolitano, and former U.S. Attorney Jose Rivera for your kind words. I would also like to thank former House Minority Leader Art Hamilton and the current legislators who are here today for their presence. To the Arizona Conference of Police and Sheriffs, the Arizona Capitol Police Association, the Arizona Correctional Officers Association, the Arizona Probation Officers Association, I thank you for turning out in force today to support me. And I think you deserve a special thank you, not just for being here today, but for all the work you do every day to keep us all safe. And thanks to the rest of you also for joining me today, as I announced that last night I filed nearly 5,300 signatures, well over twice the minimum number required, to formally begin my candidacy for Maricopa County Attorney. When my wife Julie and I were deciding where we wanted to live, we chose to live here in Maricopa County. In part because we believed it would be a safe, nurturing community for our children. And we were right. After our children were born, I felt the same protective urges that every parent feels for their children. That desire to keep them safe in a dangerous world. I was very fortunate that then Attorney General Napolitano gave me the opportunity to do something to help make that dangerous world safer by working with her leadership team at the Arizona Attorney General's office, the chief law enforcement office in the state. While I was there, as the governor mentioned, I prosecuted complex cases. I was responsible for holding big tobacco companies accountable for their obligations to our state under the Tobacco Settlement Agreement, and for ensuring that Arizona used our settlement funds to promote public health. I also took on pharmaceutical companies that abused their monopoly powers to gouge our sickest fellow citizens. And as the governor mentioned, I won a $217 million settlement from Arthur Anderson for cheating our seniors out of their retirement funds in the Baptist Foundation scandal. When Attorney General Napolitano became Governor Napolitano, I was very fortunate to be asked to serve as her general counsel. And I spent 5 terrific years advising the governor on the many public policy and legal questions that she faced, and defending her and our great state in our court system. But this year, I resigned from that job to take on a new and important task, the task of defeating Andrew Thomas. I took that task on in order to restore public trust that families like mine have lost in the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Arizona families have a right to be assured that dangerous criminals who live in this county are caught by our brave law enforcement officials and prosecuted aggressively, convicted, and locked away. Andrew Thomas has betrayed that trust and threatened our public safety through his mistakes and misguided policies that have left our county less safe. He's betrayed that trust by chasing out good and experienced prosecutors who disagreed with his policies. He's betrayed that trust by diverting money meant for public safety into fancy billboards and ads that promote himself. He's betrayed that trust by giving $11 million in lucrative contracts to his friends instead of hiring and training good prosecutors. Andrew Thomas has also betrayed our trust by abusing the awesome prosecutorial powers that we have bestowed upon him. He's betrayed it by ordering the arrests of journalists who write things he doesn't like. He's betrayed our trust by seeking to spy on law-abiding citizens through subpoenas asking what websites they visited. He has betrayed our trust by launching expensive, open-ended, and unjustified investigations into politicians with whom he disagrees. Let me be clear. Partisanship has no place when it comes to protecting public safety. But perhaps Andrew Thomas's most fundamental betrayal has been the alarming decline in Maricopa County's conviction rates. Public defenders often tell me that they are winning more cases than ever before because undertrained and understaffed prosecutors are overwhelmed with caseloads and political mandates. You know, a good prosecutor ought to win 80 to 90% of their criminal trials. That's the rate we were winning before Thomas took over. But under his leadership, our conviction rates have steadily declined. In 2007, indigent criminal defendants were acquitted of every single charge in approximately 104 out of 348 cases brought for trial. That's nearly 1 of every 3 criminal defendants walking out free because Thomas couldn't convict them. Think about that. Over 100 cases in a single year where he either tried the wrong guy or failed to convict the right one. But either way, it's over 100 cases where there was no justice for the victim, where the person who committed the crime still walks our streets. Folks, when your prosecutor is losing nearly 1 in 3 criminal trials against indigent defendants, he ought to be fired. And folks, the time has come to fire Andrew Thomas. I pledge here today that if I am elected, my top priority will be smart, effective law enforcement. I will seek to fully staff the county attorney's office within my first year. And I will ensure that our prosecutors are both fully trained and fully supported to do justice in every case. I will restore the professional and fiscal integrity of the county attorney's office. I will unite our communities with restored confidence in our justice system. And I will promote public safety with the passion I bring to protecting my own family. Working together, we will make Maricopa County safer for all our families. I ask for your support in this mission. Let's fire Andrew Thomas in November. Thank you very much.